not hiding, not afraid, not afraid, not gone. Simply no longer available by choice. Vibe queen. Yeah. No open door remaining where the access always ran. Every rep confirmed the closing happened in every plan. No borrowed privacy, no access began, no access since it all began. No comfortable availability, sitting where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who withdraws on her own demands. No manufactured distance, no access expands, no access, nobody understands. No outside hand responsible for what the closing always gave. Every rep confirmed the no access running past the wave. No perform withdrawal, no access behave, no access, nobody can say. This didn't come from pain, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the closing its appeal. No accidental distance, no access to deal. No access, only I can feel. No entry, pure closing. Every rep, pure composing. When the access stops completely, everything outside adjusts discreetly. No access, no open door remains. Every rep closure running past the claims. No available version living in this frame. Every set proof the closing always came the same. No access, deliberate and defined. Every closed door proof of a no access mind. No outside hand reopening what she shut. Vibe queen power, no access, and that's that. No morning where the door swings open for whoever knocks. Every trial confirmed the closing running past the blocks. No borrowed distance, no access locks, no access past every orthodox. No ceiling on the closing when the private hits its peak. Every rep confirmed the no access that no outside voice could speak. No searching for the entry, closed is not weak. No access, it's the only state I seek. Even under maximum pressure, the closing holds clean. Every dark night choosing privacy, paid for every in-between. No fracture in the closure, no gap in the scene. No, it's the most private I have been. Every door she closed was shut from strength, not fear. Every rep clean, closing operating year by year. No available version of this woman drawing near. No access, permanently clear. It didn't close the access from weakness. It closed it because open was costing more than it gave. When the no access runs is deliberately chosen, privacy becomes the most honest thing she said. No access, no open door remains. Every rep closure running past the claims. No available version living in this frame. Every set proof the closing always came the same. No access, deliberate and define. Every closed door proof of a no access mind. No outside hand reopening what she shut. Vibe queen power, no access, and that's that. Not hiding from anyone, not afraid of anyone, not punishing anyone, choosing. The access was hers to give. The access is hers to close. She closed it deliberately, from strength on her own terms. No access. Not locked in anger. Not locked in anger. Close quietly, finally. Vibe queen, no dramatic exit marking how the closing came to be. Every word confirmed the quiet shut, running past the free. No borrowed distance, door closed permanently. Door closed now, nobody holds the key. No comfortable assumption that the open was a given right. Every dark season built the closing past the comfortables but light. No manufactured distance, door closed tight. Door closed now, settled out of sight. No performance in the shutting when the quiet does it clean. Every rep confirmed the door closed past the in-between. No raised voice needed, closing run serene. Door closed now, the quietest I have been. This didn't come from anger, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the closing its voice. No accidental shut, door closed with poise. Door closed now, past every outside noise. No drama, pure closing. Every rep, pure composing. When the door shuts quietly, the closing lands most honestly. Door closed now, no dramatic exit made. Every rep quiet, closing running past the masquerade. No performance in the shutting, living in this frame. Every set proof the closing always came the same. Door closed now, settled and defined. Every shut door proof of a quality closing mind. No outside hand holding what she closed. By queen power, door closed and composed. No morning where the door swings back to what it was before. Every trial confirmed the closing permanent past every door. No borrow quiet, door closed to the core. Door closed now, nothing to restore. No ceiling on the closing when the quiet runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the shut door past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the handle, closing is not weak. Door closed now, it's the only state I seek. Even under maximum pressure, the closing holds clean. Every dark night shutting quietly, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the closing, no gap in the scene. Door closed. loss. Every rep clean, closing, operating past the cars. No reopen version of this woman paying any cost. Door closed now, nothing good was lost. They didn't close the door to punish anyone, they closed it because open was no longer honest. When the closing runs is quietly deliberate, the shut door becomes the most straightforward promise. Door closed, no dramatic exit made. Every rep quiet, closing, running past the masquerade. No performance in a shutting, living in this frame. Every step proof the closing always came the same. Door closed now, settled and defined. Every shut door proof of a quality closing mind. No outside hand holding what she closed. By queen power, door closed and composed. Not slam, not locked from fear. Not closed to punish, close. Because open was no longer serving anything real. Because access was no longer something she owed. Because the door was always hers to close. She closed it quietly, finally. Close now. Not pushed out, not driven away. She withdrew on her own terms completely. Vibe queen, no. Yeah. No outside force responsible for what the pulling back became. Every rep come from the withdrawal, running past the claim. No borrowed distance, she withdrew the same. She withdrew, nobody else to blame. No dramatic exit marking where the pulling back began. Every dark season built a woman who withdraws to her own plan. No manufactured absence, she withdrew and ran. She withdrew since it all began. No comfortable explanation offered for the stepping back she chose. Every rep confirmed the withdrawal past the highs and lows. No perform retreat, she withdrew and goes. She withdrew, only she knows. This didn't come from defeat, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the withdrawal its voice. No accidental distance, she withdrew with poise. She withdrew past every outside noise. No pushing, pure pulling back. Every rep, her own track. When the withdrawal is self-chosen, nothing outside gets it open. She withdrew, no outside force required. Every rep, distance self-selected and acquired. No dramatic retreat, living in this frame. Every step proof the withdrawal always came the same. She withdrew, deliberate and defined. Every pullback layer proof of a withdrawing mind. No outside hand pulling what she chose. Vibe queen power, she withdrew and nobody knows. No warning where the withdrawal needs a reason to remain. Every chalking from the pulling back, running past the pain. No borrowed absence, she withdrew the game. She withdrew, nothing to explain. No ceiling on the withdrawal when the pulling hits its depth. Every rip confirm the distance, running under every breath. No searching for the reason, withdrawal past the theft. She withdrew, nothing good is left. Even under maximum pressure, the withdrawal holds clean. Every dark night pulling back, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the distance, no gap in the scene. She withdrew the most private I have been. Every step she pulled back came from choosing what was hers. Every rep clean withdrawal, operating past the blur. No available version of this woman causing any stir. She withdrew and nothing will deter. It didn't withdraw from weakness, it withdrew because presence everywhere was never sustainable or honest. When the withdrawal is this genuinely chosen, distance becomes the most authentic response. No outside force required. Every rep, distance self-selected and acquired. No dramatic retreat, living in this frame. Every step proof the withdrawal always came the same. Deliberate and define. Every pullback layer proof of a withdrawing mind. No outside hand pulling what she chose. Vibe queen power, she withdrew and nobody knows. Not defeated, not driven out, not retreating from anything. Withdrawing toward herself, toward the private, toward the chosen few, toward the only space that was ever fully hers. She withdrew. Not busy, not delayed, not coming back to it later. Not available, full stop, vibe, queen. No schedule opening for the ones who look to reaching now. Every rep confirmed they're not available, completing every vow. No borrowed distance, not available, shows how not available. Past every furrow and brow. No comfortable assumption that the reaching has a return. Every dark season built and not available. Past every concern. No manufactured absence, not available. Firm, not available. Past every painful term. No outside hand responsible for what the unavailable gives. Every rep confirmed they're not available in every space she lives. No performed distance, the unavailable thrives. Not available. Past past every compromise. This didn't come from busyness, it came from the choice. Every call from every season gave the unavailable his voice. No accidental absence, not available. The poise not available. Past every outside noise, no schedule, pure unavailable. Every rep unassailable. When they're not available, runs complete. Reaching her finds only defeat. Not available, no opening in sight. Every rep distance, running past the night. No reachable version, living in this frame. Every set, proof the unavailable always came the same. Not available, chosen and defined. Every close schedule, proof of an unavailable mind. No outside hand booking what she keep. Vibe queen power, not available, runs deep. No morning where the schedule opens up for unannounced demand. Every track confirmed the not available, running as she planned. No borrow absence, not available and not available, held in her own hand. No ceiling on the unavailable when the private runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the not available, past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the open and unavailable, runs steep. Not available, too certain for the key. Even under maximum pressure, the unavailable holds clean. Every dark night choosing absence, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the distance, no gap in the scene. Not available, the most private I have been. Every reach that found the not available confirmed the choice. Every rep clean, absence operating past the voice. No reachable version of this woman making any noise. Not available, permanently her poise. It didn't become unavailable from negligence. It became unavailable because availability was never unconditional. When the not available runs, this deliberately chosen, the absence becomes the clearest communication. Not available, no opening in sight. Every rep distance, running past the night. No reachable version, living in this frame. Every set, proof the unavailable always came the same. Not available, chosen and defined. Every close schedule, proof of an unavailable mind. No outside hand booking what she keeps. Vibe queen power, not available, runs deep. Not busy, not delayed, not planning to get back to it. Not available, the access was never unconditional. The availability was never a given. She decided who gets her time. She decided who gets her presence. She decided not busy, not open to everyone, not available on request, invitation only. She decides who qualifies. Vibe queen, vibe queen, vibe queen. No open door remaining for the ones who didn't earn the call. Every rep confirmed the invitation past the comfortable hall. No borrow selectivity by invitation, no. By invitation only, past every rise and fall. No comfortable assumption that the access has no gate. Every dark season built a woman who decides who gets to play. No manufactured exclusion, invitation sets it straight by invitation only. Nobody gets to debate. No outside hand responsible for who the list contains. Every rep confirmed the invitation running through her veins. No perform selectivity, the list remains by invitation only. She decides who gets. This didn't come from arrogance, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the invitation its appeal. No accidental gate, invitation to deal by invitation only. Only I can feel. No open list, pure selective. Every rep, pure protective. When the invitation runs this chosen, only the worthy get the opening. By invitation only, no open door here. Every rep selective, running sharp and clear. No assumed access, living in this frame. Every set, proof the invitation always came the same. By invitation only, chosen and defined. Every selected presence, proof of an invitation mind. No outside hand adding to the list. Vibe queen power, by invitation only exists. No morning where the list expands for anyone who asks. Every trial confirmed the invitation running past the mask. No borrow selectivity, invitation tags. By invitation only, nobody else back. No ceiling on the selected when the chosen runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the invitation that no assumption could keep. No searching for the entry, selective is not weak. By invitation only, it's the only list I seek. Even under maximum pressure, the invitation holds clean. Every dark night choosing carefully, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the list, no gap in the scene. By invitation only, the most selective I have been. Every name that made the list was placed without a doubt. Every rep clean, invitation operating inside out. No assumed version of this access finding any clout. By invitation only, that is what it's about. It didn't restrict the access to be exclusive. It restricted it because unlimited access was never honest or sustainable. When the invitation runs this deliberately chosen, The list becomes the most honest thing she holds. No open door here. Every rip selective, running sharp and clear. No assume access living in this frame. Every set proof the invitation always came the same. By invitation only. Chosen and defined. Every selective presence proof of an invitation. Mine. No outside hand adding to the list. Vibe queen power. By invitation only exist. Not exclusive from arrogance. Not selective from fear. Not gatekeeping from insecurity. Choosing who gets access, who gets presence, who gets the invitation. That choice was always hers. She is simply exercising it. By invitation only. By invitation only. Not out of rudeness, not out of arrogance. The explaining simply stopped serving anything real, so she stopped. Vibe queen. Yeah. No. Yeah. No verbal. No, but no verbal accounting offer for the choices that she makes. Every record from the silence past, explaining that it takes no borrowed justification. Stopped explaining, break. She stopped explaining. Nobody gets the stakes. No comfortable narration covering what the presence always shows. Every dark season stripped the explaining until the silence grows. No manufactured quiet. Stopped explaining. No, she stopped explaining past every high and low. No outside audience requiring what the words would always cost. Every record from the stop and past, explaining exhaust. No perform silence. Stopped explaining exhaust. She stopped explaining. Nothing good was a loss. This didn't come from coldness, it came from the clear. Every course from every season made the stop in this frontier. No accidental quiet, stopped explaining here. She stopped explaining, permanently clear. No narration, pure silence, every rep, pure reliance. When the explaining finally stops, the presence does what talking drops. She stopped explaining, no account required. Every rep silence, permanently acquired. No verbal justification living in this frame. Every set proof, the stopping always came the sign. She stopped explaining, certain and defined. Every quiet choice proof of a no explaining mind. No outside ear, receiving what she owes. Vibe queen power. She stopped explaining and it shows. No morning where the choices need a sentence to be valid. Every trial confirmed the stopping past the verbal ballad. No borrowed silence, stopped explaining candid. She stopped explaining. Nothing left stranded. No ceiling on the quiet when the stopping runs so deep. Every record from the no explaining past the need to keep. No searching for the word, silence is not weak. She stopped explaining, it's the only quiet I seek. Even under maximum expectation, the stopping holds clean. Every dark night choosing silence, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the quiet, no gap in the scene. She stopped explaining, the most certain I have been. Every explanation she withheld confirmed the truth inside. Every rep clean, silence operating past the tide. No explaining version of this woman finding room to hide. She stopped explaining, permanently wide. It didn't stop explaining from stubbornness. It stopped because the explaining was never changing anything that mattered. When the silence runs this deliberately chosen, what remains speaks louder than anything that's scattered. She stopped explaining, no account required. Every rep silence permanently acquired. No verbal justification living in this frame. Every set proof the stopping always came the same. She stopped explaining, certain and defined. Every quiet choice proof of a no explaining mind. No outside ear receiving what she owes. Vibe queen power. Stopped explaining and it shows. Not rude, not rude, not cold, not withholding from spite. Done. The explaining never changed the outcome. The justification never landed where it mattered. The words cost more than the silence ever did. She stopped explaining. Not forced in her privacy. Not hiding from anything private. Because she chose it completely. Vibe queen. No outside pressure, pushing out toward what the private always gives. Every rep confirmed the chosen privacy in every space she lives. No borrowed distance, private by choice thrives. Private by choice, past every compromise. No comfortable performance, sitting where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who takes privacy in her own hands. No manufactured absence, private by choice expands. Private by choice, nobody understands. No outside hand responsible for what the choosing always meant. Every rep confirmed the private by choice on which she went. No perform withdrawal, private choice never bent. Private by choice, exactly what she meant. This didn't come from fear, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the private its appeal. No accidental distance, private by choice the deal. Private by choice, only I can feel. No pressure, pure choosing. Every rep, done losing when the private runs by choice. Solitude becomes the clearest voice. Private by choice, no outside force here. Every rep chosen distance running sharp and clear. No force withdrawal, living in this frame. Every step proof the private always came this private by choice. Deliberate, defined. Every chosen quiet proof of a privately choosing mind. No outside hand deciding what she keeps. Vibe queen power, private by choice runs deep. No morning where the privacy requires a reason to remain. Every trial confirm the chosen running past the pain. No borrow solitude, private by choice the game. Private by choice, nothing to explain. No ceiling on the private when the chosen hits its depth. Every rep confirm the chosen running under every breath. No searching for the reason, private past the theft. Private by choice, nothing good is left even under maximum scrutiny. The chosen holds clean. Every dark night choosing privacy, pay for every in between. No fracture in the private, no gap in the scene. Private by choice, the most deliberate I have been. Every layer of the privacy was chosen without force. Every rep clean, choosing operating at the source. No conform version of this distance running any course. Private by choice, that was always the source. It didn't choose privacy from weakness. It chose it because solitude was where everything most real existed. When the private runs this genuinely chosen, the outside world simply loses what it never fully owned. Private by choice, no outside force here. Every rep chosen distance running sharp and clear. No force withdrawal, living in this frame. Every set proof the private always came this private by choice. Deliberate, defined. Every chosen quiet proof of a privately choosing mind. No outside hand deciding what she keeps. Vibe queen power, private by choice runs deep. Not hiding, not afraid. Not driven inward by anything outside. Choosing the private was always where she was most herself. The solitude was always where the real things lived. She chose it deliberately, completely. Private by choice. Not retired from the work, not absent from the doing. Done performing it for anyone watching. Vibe queen. No longer performing. Yeah. No audience required for the work that always ran beneath. Every rep come from the no longer performing past the sheet. No borrowed authenticity, done performing reef. No longer performing underneath. No comfortable stage, surviving where the real one always stood. Every dark season stripped the performance past the neighborhood. No manufacture showing real runs as it should. No longer performing, permanently understood. No outside I required before the work begins to count. Every rep confirmed the no longer performing past the amount. No performed existence, real runs the amount. No longer performing past every discount. This didn't come from hiding, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the stop in its appeal. No accidental authenticity, done performing the deal. No longer performing, only I can feel. No stage, pure doing. Every rep pure pursuing. When the performing finally stops, the real one simply never drops. No longer performing, no audience required. Every rep authentic, running self-required. No stage existence, living in this frame. Every step proof the real always came the same. No longer performing, honest and defined. Every unperformed layer proof of a done performing mind. No outside eye validating what she does. Vibe queen power, no longer performing because no morning where the doing needs a witness to be real. Every trial confirmed the no longer performing past the ordeal. No borrow authenticity, done performing feel. No longer perform, nothing left to conceal. No ceiling on the authentic when the real runs to the core. Every rep confirmed the no longer performing past the door. No searching for the audience, real runs before. No longer perform, nothing to restore. Even under maximum scrutiny, the real holds clean. Every dark night doing without performing, pay for every in between. No fracture in the authentic, no gap in the scene. No longer perform, the most real I have been. Every action taken without a watching eye, confirm what mattered. Every rep clean, doing operating past the flattered. No perform version of this woman, leaving anything shattered. No longer perform, nothing else is didn't stop performing from exhaustion. It stopped because the performance was the only thing standing between her and what was real. When the performing finally ends completely, what remains is everything that always was. No longer performing, no audience required. Every rep authentic, running self-acquired. No stage existence, living in this frame. Every set proof the real always came the same. No longer performing, honest and defined. Every unperformed layer proof of a done performing mind. No outside eye validating what she does. Vibe queen power, no longer performing because not retired, not absent, not less than before. More, because everything's spent on the performance now goes directly into the real. Every rep belongs to the work, not to the watching, not to the approval. The performing is done, no longer performing. Everywhere, not for everyone. What she chooses to be, when she chooses to be there. Vibe queen. Yeah. Selective presence, selective presence. Nah, not everywhere. Nah, not yeah. No automatic showing up for every space that calls her name. Every word confirmed, the selective running past the claim. No borrowed availability, selective presence came. Selective presence, nobody gets the same. No comfortable assumption that the showing up is old. Every dark season built a woman who selects where she is showed. No manufactured absence, selective presence glows. Selective presence, she decides the code. No outside hand determining where the presence always lands. Every rep confirmed, the selective running on her own demands. No perform showing, presence understands. Selective presence held in her own hands. This didn't come from coldness, it came from the real. Every cost from every season get a selective, it's appeal. No accidental choosing, selective presence the deal. Selective presence, only I can feel. No automatic, pure selective. Every rep, pure perspective. When the presence runs this chosen, every showing carries something old. Selective presence, no automatic here. Every rep chosen, showing running sharp and clear. No assumed attendance living in this frame. Every set proof the selective always came the same. Selective presence, deliberate defined. Every chosen appearance proof of a selectively present mind. No outside schedule dictating where she goes. Vibe queen power, selective presence. No morning wedding showing up requires no decision made. Every trial confirmed, the selective running past the masquerade. No borrow presence, selective never afraid. Selective presence, nothing was mislaid. No ceiling on the selected when the chosen runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the presence that the selection chose to keep. No searching for the automatic, selective is now weak. Selective presence, it's the only showing I seek. Even under maximum expectation, the selective holds clean. Every dark night choosing carefully, pay for every in between. No fracture in the presence, no gap in the scene. Selective depth, the most deliberate I have been. Every appearance she made was placed without assumption. Every rep clean, showing operating past consumption. No automatic version of this presence finding function. Selective presence, past every compunction. It didn't become selective from unavailability. It became selective because presence without intention was never honest. When the showing up is this genuinely chosen, every appearance carries everything it means. Selective presence, no automatic here. Every rep chosen, showing running sharp and clear. No assumed attendance living in this frame. Every set proof the selective always came the same. Selective presence, deliberate defined. Every chosen appearance proof of a selectively present mind. No outside schedule dictating where she goes. Vibe queen power, selective presence shows. Not absent from everything, not present for nothing. Selective, where she appears, she means it. When she shows up, it was chosen. Every appearance deliberate, every presence intentional. Nothing automatic, nothing assumed. Selective presence. Not shut down, not broken, deliberately to everything that no longer served her. Vibe queen. No open channel running where the closing always ran. Every rec confirmed the closing off, completing every plan. No borrowed distance, she closed off, began. She closed off since it all began. No comfortable openness, surviving where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who closes on her own demands. No manufactured wall, she closed off, expands. She closed off, nobody understands. No outside hand responsible for what the closing always gave. Every rep confirmed the closed off, running past the wave. No perform closure, she closed off, behave. She closed off, nothing left to say. This didn't come from pain, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the closing its voice. No accidental wall, she closed off with poise. She closed off past every outside noise. No open channel, pure close. Every rep self-composed when the closing off runs complete. Everything outside finds no seat. She closed off. No open channel here. Every rep closure running sharp and clear. No available opening living in this frame. Every step proof the closing always came the same. She closed off. Certain and defined. Every close layer proof of a closed off mind. No outside hand reopening when she sealed by queen power. She closed off and healed. No morning where the closing needs a reason to persist. Every talking from the closed off, running past the mist. No borrow wall, she closed off the list. She closed off, nothing to be missed. No ceiling on the closing when the private runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the closed off past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the opening, closed is now weak. She closed off, it's the only state I seek. Even under maximum pressure, the closing holds clean. Every dark night choosing closure, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the wall, no gap in the scene. She closed off, the most settled I have been. Every channel she sealed was closed from strength, not fear. Every rep clean, closure operating year by year. No open version of this woman drawing near. She closed off, permanently clear. It didn't close off from damage, it closed off because open to everything was never honest or sustainable. When the closing runs this, deliberately chosen, what remains inside is finally what belongs there. No open channel here. Every rep closure running sharp and clear. No available opening living in this frame. Every step proof the closing always came the same. She closed off, certain and defined. Every closed layer proof of a closed off mind. No outside hand reopening when she's sealed by queen power. She closed off and healed. Not damaged, not broken into closing. Not wounded into walls. Choosing what gets in, what stays out. What is access, what does not. The closing was always hers to make. She made it, she closed off. Not negotiated, not compromised, not adjusted for the room. Her rules, only hers. Vibe queen. Yeah, vibe queen. Yeah, no outside framework, sitting with her chosen always runs. Every rec confirmed that her rules only under her own sons. No borrow standard, her rules only stuns. Her rules only, nobody else's ones. No comfortable compromise, surviving where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who operates on her own demands. No manufactured framework, her rules expands. Her rules only she commands. No external code matching what they inside always knew. Every rep confirmed that her rules only running through and through. No outside standard, her rules only grew. Her rules only permanently true. This didn't come from defiance, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave her rules its appeal. No accidental standard, her rules only the deal. Her rules only I can feel. No outside code, pure hers. Every rep past every blur. When the rules run only hers. Nothing outside ever deters. Her rules only, no outside code here. Every rep self-governed, running sharp and clear. No borrow framework, living in this frame. Every step proof that her rules always came the same. Her rules only certain and defined. Every self-set standard proof of a self-governed mind. No outside handwriting what she keeps. Vibe queen power, her rules only runs deep. No morning where the standard needs an outside voice to set. Every trial confirmed that her rules only running past regret. No borrow framework, her rules only met. Her rules only nothing to forget. No ceiling on the standard when the chosen run so deep. Every rep confirmed that her rules past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the code, her rules is not weak. Her rules only, it's the only standard I see. Even under maximum pressure, her rules holds clean. Every dark night self-governed and pay for every in-between. No fracture in the standard, no gap in the scene. Her rules only, the most self-governed I have been. Every standard she operates by came from looking inward first. Every rep clean, self-governed and operating past the thirst. No externally governed version It didn't operate by her rules from stubbornness. No outside code ever fully accounted for who she was. When the rules run that's genuinely hers, every other framework loses its card. Her rules only, no outside code here. Every rep, self-governed, running sharp and clear. No borrowed framework, living in this frame. Every set proof to her rules always can the same. Her rules only certain and defined. Every self-sex standard proof of a self-governed mind. No outside hand writing what she keeps. By queen power, her rules only runs deep. Not rebellious, not difficult, not refusing for the sake of refusing. Operating by the only code that was ever fully accurate. Her own, built from everything she survived, tested across everything she faced, proven across everything she became. Her rules, only hers. Her rules, only. Not apologizing for it. Not explaining it. Simply not for everyone, and that is completely fine. Vibe queen. Yeah, no universal appeal sitting where the chosen always runs. Every rep come from the not for everyone under her own sons. No borrowed accessibility, not for everyone's stuns. Not for everyone, past the comfortable ones. No comfortable assumption that the access was the crowd. Every dark season built a woman who operates outside the loud. No manufactured exclusion, not for everyone proud. Not for everyone past every cloud. No outside pressure making what she is fit every frame. Every rep confirmed and not for everyone always came the same. No perform selectivity, the limit has no name. Not for everyone, nobody gets to claim. This didn't come from coldness, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the limit its appeal. No accidental boundary, not for everyone to deal. Not for everyone, only I can feel. No universal, pure selective. Every rep, pure perspective. When the not for everyone runs true, only the right ones make it through. Not for everyone, no universal here. Every rep selective, running sharp and clear. No assume fit living in this frame. Every set proof the limit always came the same. Not for everyone, honest and defined. Every boundary proof of a selectively honest mind. No outside pressure broadening what she is. Vibe queen power, not for everyone is hers. No morning where the limit needs an apology to stand. Every track come from the not for everyone, running as she planned. No borrowed boundary, not for everyone, and not for everyone held in her own hand. No ceiling on the selective when the honest run so deep. Every rep come from the not for everyone, past the need to keep. No searching for the broader, selective is not weak. Not for everyone, it's the only honest I see. Even under maximum pressure, the limit holds clean. Every dark night staying selective, pay for every in between. No fracture in the boundary, no gap in the scene. Not for everyone, the most honest I have been. Every limit she maintained was held without apology. Every rep clean boundary operating past the eulogy. No universally available version finding inequality. Not for everyone, that is simply the reality. It didn't limit access to be difficult. It limited access because honest connection was never meant to be universal. When the not for everyone runs this genuinely true, the ones it is for become the only ones that matter. Not for everyone, no universal here. Every rep selective, running sharp and clear. No assume fit living in this frame. Every set proof the limit always came the same. For everyone, honest and defined. Every boundary proof of a selectively honest mind. No outside pressure broadening what she is. Vibe queen power, not for everyone is hers. Not apologizing, not explaining, not adjusting to fit more people. Honest, what she is was never designed for universal consumption. What she offers was never meant for everyone. The ones it is for no. The ones it is not for were never the point. Not for everyone. Not silence, not soaking, not waiting to speak again. She went quiet on purpose. Vibe queen, yeah, no noise remaining where the quiet always run its course. Every rep come from the going quiet, running at the source. No borrowed silence, she went quiet with force. She went quiet, permanently on course. No comfortable chatter, sitting where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who goes quiet on her own demands. No manufactured stillness, quiet they'd understand. She went quiet, nobody else come. No outside pressure, pushing what the silence always meant. Every rep confirmed the going quiet on which she went. No perform, hush, the quiet never been. She went quiet, exactly what she meant. This didn't come from defeat, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the quiet its voice. No accidental stillness, going quiet her poise. She went quiet, past every outside noise. No chatter, pure quiet. Every rep, no riot. When the going quiet runs complete, everything said before it finds defeat. She went quiet, no noise remaining here. Every rep silence running sharp and clear. No comfortable chatter living in this frame. Every set proof the quiet always came the same. She went quiet, deliberate, defined. Every silent layer proof of a quietly chosen mind. No outside, he receiving what she holds. Vibe queen power, she went quiet and it holds. No morning where the quiet needs a reason to persist. Every trial confirmed the going quiet past the mist. No borrowed silence, she went quiet the dish. She went quiet, nothing to be missed. No ceiling on the quiet when the silence runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the going quiet past the need to speak. No searching for the words, quiet is not weak. She went quiet, it's the only state I see. Even under maximum expectation, the quiet holds clean. Every dark night choosing silence, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the quiet, no gap in the scene. She went quiet, the most certain I have been. Every word withheld confirmed the strength that silence holds. Every rep clean, quiet, operating past the molds. No vocal version of this woman fitting any fold. She went quiet, and the quiet never grows old. It didn't go quiet from having nothing to say. It went quiet because silence carried more than words ever could. When the quiet runs is genuinely chosen, everything unsaid becomes perfectly understood. She went quiet, no noise remaining here. Every rep silence running sharp and clear. No comfortable chatter living in this frame. Every set proof the quiet always came the same. She went quiet, deliberate, defined. Every silent layer proof of a quietly chosen mind. No outside, here receiving what she holds. By queen power, she went quiet and it holds. Not silenced by anyone, not waiting to be heard. Not building towards something louder. Quiet, chosen, quiet. The kind that carries everything without saying a word. The kind that the right people already understand. She went quiet, not ignoring from rudeness, not missing the calls. She stopped answering deliberately because she decided to vibe queen. No automatic response, firing for the ones who reach out now. Every rep confirmed to stop answering, completing every vow. No borrowed distance, stop answering shows how. She stopped answering past every furrow and brow. No comfortable obligation, sitting where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who answers on her own demands. No manufactured absence, stop answering, expand. She stopped answering, nobody understands. No outside hand requiring what the response always gave. Every rep confirmed to stop answering, running past the wave. No perform silence, stopped answering, behave. She stopped answering, nothing left to say. This didn't come from coldness, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the stopping its appeal. No accidental quiet, stopped answering the deal. She stopped answering, only I can feel. No response, pure stopping. Every rep, pure dropping. When the answering finally stops, the obligation simply drops. She stopped answering, no response required. Every rep silence permanently acquired. No automatic reply living in this frame. Every set proof the stopping always came the same. Stopped answering, certain and defined. Every quiet non-reply proof of a stop answering mine. No outside expectation receiving what she owes. Vibe queen power, she stopped answering and it shows. No morning weather reaching finds a response waiting there. Every trial confirmed to stop answering past every care. No borrowed silence, stopped answering bare. She stopped answering, permanently aware. No ceiling on the stopping when the quiet runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the no response past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the word, stopping is not weak. She stopped answering, it's the only quiet I seek. Even under maximum pressure, the stopping holds clean. Every dark night choosing silence, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the quiet, no gap in the scene. She stopped answering, the most certain I have been. Every unanswered reach confirmed the choice she made inside. Every rep clean, stopping, operating past the tide. No responding version of this woman finding room to hide. She stopped answering, permanently wide. It didn't stop answering to punish anyone. The answering simply stopped being something she owed. When the stopping runs this deliberately chosen, silence becomes the most honest thing she should. She stopped answering, no response required. Every rep silence permanently acquired. No automatic reply living in this frame. Every set proof the stopping always came the same. She stopped answering, certain and defined. Every quiet non-reply proof of a stop answering mine. No outside expectation receiving what what she owes. Vibe queen power, she stopped answering and it shows. Not ignoring from cruelty, not missing from carelessness, not waiting to respond later. Done. The answering was never unconditional. The response was never something she owed. She decided. She stopped answering. Lost, not gone, simply somewhere nobody outside has coordinates for. Vibe queen, yeah. No signal reaching where the chosen distance always runs. Every rep come from the unreachable under her own suns. No borrowed distance, unreachable now stuns. Unreachable now, past the comfortable ones. No comfortable assumption that the reaching finds a return. Every dark season built the unreachable past every concern. No manufactured absence, unreachable firm. Unreachable now, past every painful turn. Yeah, no outside hand responsible for what the distance always gives. Every rep come from the unreachable in every space she lives. No perform withdrawal, the unreachable thrives. Unreachable now, past every compromise. This didn't come from running, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the unreachable its voice. No accidental distance, unreachable to poise. Unreachable now, past every outside noise. No signal, pure distance. Every rep, pure existence. When the unreachable runs complete, the reaching simply finds no seat. Unreachable now, no signal gets through. Every rep distance running past the view. No reachable version living in this frame. Every set proof, the unreachable always came the same. Unreachable now, chosen and defined. Every distance layer proof of an unreachable mind. No outside hand closing what was never open. Vibe queen power, unreachable and unbroken. No morning where the reaching finds a frequency to land. Every trial come from the unreachable running as she planned. No borrowed distance, unreachable and unreachable now, held in her own hand. No ceiling on the distance when the chosen run so deep. Every rep come from the unreachable past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the signal, distance is not weak. Unreachable now, it's the only state I seek. Even under maximum effort, the distance holds clean. Every dark night choosing unreachable, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the distance, no gap in the scene. Unreachable now, the most private I have been. Every reach that found no answer confirmed what she chose. Every rep clean, distance operating past the close. No reachable version of this woman anybody knows. Unreachable now, and that is how it goes. It didn't become unreachable from disappearing. It became unreachable by choosing where its coordinates could be found. When the unreachable runs this deliberately chosen, the distance becomes the most honest ground. Unreachable now, no signal gets through. Every rep distance running past the view. No reachable version living in this frame. Every set proof, the unreachable always came the same. Unreachable now, chosen and defined. Every distance layer proof of an unreachable mind. No outside hand closing what was never open. Vibe queen power, unreachable and unbroken. Not lost, not hiding, not waiting to be found. Unreachable by deliberate choice. The coordinates belong to her. She decides who gets down. She decided. Unreachable now. Not a wall built from fear, not a barrier from pain. A door that simply does not open anymore. Vibe queen, no, vibe queen. No vibe queen. Yeah. No entry point remaining where the open used to run. Every rap come from the nobody guessing under her own sun. No borrow barrier, nobody gets in begun. Nobody gets in past every comfortable one. No comfortable assumption that the knocking finds a door. Every dark season built the certainty that entry is no more. No manufacturer, nobody gets in before. Nobody gets in. Nothing to restore, no outside hand responsible for what the closing always keeps. Every rep come from the nobody gets in running past the sleeps. No perform barrier, the closing always reaps. Nobody gets in past every word that leaps. This didn't come from damage, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the berry its appeal. No accidental one, nobody gets in the deal. Nobody gets in, only I can feel. No entry, pure closing. Every rep, pure composing. When nobody gets in completely, what stays inside belongs there neatly. Nobody gets in, no entry point remains. Every rep closure running past the claims. No assumed access living in this frame. Every set proof the closing always came the same. Nobody gets it, certain and defined. Every every sealed layer, proof of a nobody enters mine. No outside hand, finding what she sealed. Nobody gets in, nothing is revealed. No morning where the entry finds a gap inside the wall. Every draw come from the nobody gets in, answering every call. No borrow closure, nobody gets in at all. Nobody gets in, standing past the fall. No ceiling on the closing when the seal runs to the core. Every rep come from the nobody gets in past the closing door. No searching for the entry, seal runs before. Nobody gets in, and then some more. Even under maximum pressure, the closing holds clean. Every dark night ceiling, every gap, pay for every in between. No fracture in the barrier, no gap in the scene. Nobody gets in. The most sealed I have been. Every attempt to find an entry found the wall instead. Every rep clean, closing operating past the dread. No entry finding room inside what she has led. Nobody gets in, that is simply what she said. It didn't seal the entry from damage. It sealed it because what lives inside belongs only to her now. When the nobody gets in, runs this permanently chosen, the inside becomes the most protected ground. No entry point remains. Every rap closure running past the claims. No assumed access living in this frame. Every set proof the closing always came the same. Nobody gets in, certain and defined. Every seal layer proof of a nobody enters mine. No outside hand, finding what she sealed. Nobody gets in, nothing is revealed. Not damaged, into it. Not frightened, into it. Not wounded, into walls. Choosing what lives inside her belongs to her completely. What she protects inside is worth protecting. The entry is closed. Nobody gets in. Nobody gets in. Not negotiable. Not open for discussion. Off limits. That is simply what it is now. Vibe queen. No entry point remaining where the open used to live. Every rock come from the off limits, that's what she will give. No borrow boundary, off limits forgive. Off limits now, nobody gets a zip. No comfortable assumption that the territory has no line. Every dark season built the boundary past the by design. No manufactured limit, off limits fine. Off limits now, past every warning sign. No outside hand responsible for what the limit always keeps. Every rep come from the off limits, running past the sleeves. No perform restriction, the boundary always reaps. Off limits now, past every word that leaps. This didn't come from anger, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the limit its appeal. No accidental boundary, off limits the deal. Off limits now, only I can feel. No entry, pure limit, every rep within it. When the off limits runs complete, the boundary holds on every street. Off limits now, no entry on the map. Every rep boundary closing every gap. No assumed territory living in this frame. Every set proof the limit always came the same. Off limits now, certain and defined. Every held boundary proof of an off limits mind. No outside hand crossing what she marked. Vibe queen power, off limits after dark. No warning where the boundary needs defending to be real. Every track come from the off limits, running past the ordeal. No borrow limit, off limits the deal. Off limits now, nothing left to reveal. No ceiling on the boundary when the limit runs so deep. Every rep confirm the off limits past the comfortable sleep. No searching for the entry, limits are not weak. Off limits now, it's the only ground I see. Even under maximum pressure, the boundary holds clean. Every dark night holding the line, pay for every in between. No fracture in the limit, no gap in the scene. Off limits now, the most certain I have been. Every boundary she maintained was held without a word. Every rep clean limit, operating past the hurt. No crossing version of this boundary ever to be stirred. Off limits now, that is simply what occurred. It didn't mark the territory, off limits to be difficult. It marked it because some things belong only to her and always will. When the off limits runs this genuinely chosen, the boundary becomes its own truth to fulfill. Off limits now, no entry on the map. Every rep boundary closing every gap. No assumed territory living in this frame. Every set proof the limit always came the same. Off limits now, certain and divine. Every held boundary proof of an off limits mind. No outside hand crossing what she marked. Vibe queen power, off limits after dark. Not aggressive about it, not performing the boundary for the room, not requiring anyone to understand. Off limits now, some things belong only to her. Some territory was never available. Some ground was always hers alone. Off limits now. Off limits now. Not vision. not lost, not taken by anything outside. She disappeared on purpose, vibe, queen. No accident, no absence, marking where the choosing always ran. Every rep confirmed the deliberate disappearing part of every plan. No borrowed distance, disappear began. She disappeared deliberately since it all began. No comfortable visibility, surviving where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who vanishes on her own demands. No manufactured absence, disappeared expands. She disappeared deliberately. Nobody understands. No outside force responsible for what the vanishing always gave. Every rep confirmed the deliberate disappearing past the wave. No performed exit, disappear, behave. She disappeared deliberately, nothing left to say. This didn't come from fear, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the disappear in its voice. No accidental vanishing, disappear with poise. Disappear deliberately past every outside noise. No accident, pure chosen. Every rep, pure frozen. When the disappearing runs deliberate, nothing outside finds what it separates. She disappeared deliberately. No accident here. Every rep chosen, vanishing, running sharp and clear. No accidental absence, living in this frame. Every step, proof the disappearing always came the same. She disappeared deliberately, certain, defined. Every chosen absence, proof of a deliberately gone mind. No outside hand located what she chose. By queen power, she disappeared and nobody knows. No morning where the visibility returns without a say. Every try confirmed the deliberate disappearing all the way. No borrowed absence, disappeared to stay. She disappeared deliberately, nobody has a say. No ceiling on the vanishing when the chosen runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the deliberate past a comfortable sleep. No searching for the visible, disappearing is now weak. She disappeared deliberately, it's the only state I see. Even under maximum searching, the vanishing holds clean. Every dark night choosing absence, pay for every in-between. No fracture in the gone, no gap in the scene. She disappeared deliberately, the most private I have been. Every trace she left was chosen carefully before the gone. Every rep clean, vanishing, operating past the drawn. No visible version of this woman carrying on. She disappeared deliberately, permanently withdrawn. It didn't disappear from running, it disappeared because presence everywhere had stopped being honest. When the vanishing is this genuinely chosen, disappearing becomes the most truthful. She disappeared deliberately, no accident here. Every rep chosen, vanishing, running sharp and clear. No accidental absence, living in this frame. Every step, proof the disappearing always came the same. She disappeared deliberately, certain, defined. Every chosen absence, proof of a deliberately gone mind. No outside hand locating what she chose. By queen power, she disappeared and nobody knows. Not missing, not taken, not driven away, gone by choice. The disappear was deliberate, the absence was selected. The vanishing was hers to choose. She chose it, she disappeared deliberately. Not on anyone else's timeline, not adjusted for the rule. Her terms, everything on her terms. Vibe queen, vibe queen. Yeah, every day, yeah. No outside conditions, setting what the doing always needs. Every rep confirmed that on her terms, running past the crease. No borrowed timeline, on her terms proceeds. On her terms, nobody else can see. No comfortable negotiation, sitting where the chosen always lands. Every dark season built a woman who operates on her own demands. No manufactured schedule, on her terms expands. On her terms, only she commands. No external framework matching what the inside always knew. Every rep confirmed that on her terms, running through and through. No outside condition, on her terms grew. On her terms, permanently true. This didn't come from defiance, it came from the real. Every cost from every season gave the her terms its appeal. No accidental standard, on her terms the deal. On her terms, only I could feel. No outside condition, pure hers. Every rep, past every blur. When everything runs on her terms, nothing outside gets what it earns. On her terms, no outside condition here. Every rep self-determined, running sharp and clear. No borrowed timeline, living in this frame. Every step proof the her terms always came the same. On her terms, certain and defined. Every self-set condition, proof of a self-determining mind. No outside handwriting what she keeps. Vibe queen power, on her terms runs deep. No morning where the conditions need an outside voice to set. Every try confirmed that on her terms, running past regret. No borrowed framework, on her terms is met. On her terms, nothing to forget. No ceiling on the terms when the chosen runs so deep. Every rep confirmed it's self-determined past a comfortable sleep. No searching for the condition, her terms is not weak. On her terms, it's the only standard I seek. Even under maximum pressure, the hurt terms holds clean. Every dark night self-determined and pay for every in-between. No fracture in the terms, no gap in the scene. On her terms, the most self-determined I have been. Every condition she operates by came from looking in with true. Every rep clean, self-determined and past the residue. No externally conditioned version finding room to pursue. On her terms, everything she knew, it didn't operate on her terms from stubbornness. It operated on her terms because those were the only ones that were fully honest. When the terms are this genuinely hers, everything else becomes negotiable at best. On her terms, no outside condition here. Every rep self-determined, running sharp and clear. No borrowed timeline, living in this frame. Every set proof to her terms always came the same. On her terms, certain and defined. Every self-set condition proof of a self-determined mind. No outside handwriting what she key. Vibe queen power on her terms runs deep. Not rigid, not inflexible. Not rigid, not inflexible. Not difficult for the sake of it. Honest. The only terms that ever fully fit were the ones she set herself. Everything else was always a compromise of something real. On her terms, only ever on her terms. On her terms. Not here. Not where the reaching always looks. Elsewhere, where nobody outside has ever been. Vibe queen, die queen. No presence waiting with us, searching always runs its course. Every rep confirmed the elsewhere, operating at the source. No borrowed distance, she is elsewhere. By force, she is elsewhere. Nobody tracks the course. No comfortable location, sitting where the found always lands. Every dark season built a woman who exists on her own lands. No manufactured absence, elsewhere expands. She is elsewhere, nobody understands. No outside map containing where the elsewhere always lives. Every rep confirmed the elsewhere past the comfortable gills. No perform distance, the elsewhere always thrives. She is elsewhere, past every compromise. This didn't come from hiding, it came from the choice. Every cost from every season gave the elsewhere its voice. No accidental location, elsewhere her poise. She is elsewhere, past every outside noise. No location, pure elsewhere. Every rep beyond compare. When the elsewhere runs complete, nobody finds what she keeps. She is elsewhere, no location on the map. Every rep distance closing every gap. No findable version living in this frame. Every set proof to elsewhere always came the same. She is elsewhere, certain and defined. Every absent layer proof of an elsewhere mind. No outside hand finding where she went. Vibe queen power elsewhere, permanent. No morning where the location becomes something she shares. Every trial confirmed the elsewhere, running past the care. No borrowed absence, elsewhere always where. She is elsewhere, past every glare. No ceiling on the distance when the elsewhere runs so deep. Every rep confirmed the location that only she gets to keep. No searching for the visible, elsewhere is not weak. She is elsewhere, it's the only place I seek. Even under maximum effort, the elsewhere holds clean. Every dark night existing privately paid for every in-between. No fracture in the location, no gap in the scene. She is elsewhere, the most private I have been. Every trace of where she went was carefully removed. Every rep clean, elsewhere operating as she proved. No locatable version of this woman never to be moved. She is elsewhere, permanently grew. It didn't go elsewhere to be mysterious. It went because the only places that ever fully held her were ones nobody else had coordinates for. When the elsewhere runs this genuinely chosen, the location becomes the most private thing she owns. She is elsewhere, no location on the map. Every rep distance closing every gap. No findable version living in this frame. Every set proof to elsewhere always came the same. She is elsewhere, certain and defined. Every absent layer proof of an elsewhere mind. No outside hand finding where she went. Vibe queen power elsewhere, permanent. Not missing, not lost, not waiting to be found. Elsewhere, where the private fire burns, where the hidden hours left, where the quiet war was fought, where she knows herself completely, where no access was ever granted, where she has always been most herself. She is elsewhere, and that is exactly where she chose to be. She is elsewhere.